Hey folks, welcome to the Hideaway Homestead. In this video, I'm going to walk you all through what is going to be our future woodworking workshop area, my maker space, if you will. I do some electronics work, I do woodworking work, I may even do some metalworking over in this area. Right now it's a bit of a mess because we moved into the house, into the homestead, and really just had to get everything into the building and kind of put down and you know, haven't really had a lot of good time to work on it, get things organized, cleaned up. Really the only thing I can say I truly successfully did at this point was I got the lumber racks up over here on the side in the concrete, which was a bit of an experience because that was my first time drilling and putting anchors into concrete, which I had never really done before. So stay with us as you get a little bit of a tour down here today, and also hopefully we can get up some plastic that I had purchased to kind of block this area off away from the remainder of the basement and the remainder of the main home, just to kind of keep the dust down and act as a temporary measure for that purpose until we can actually get some walls put in, some maybe some drywall put in to block the area off a little bit better. So hope you enjoy the video. All right, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a panned view down here. Again, as you can see, we have the workshop area that I'm gonna be planning on setting up and using. I already put in some of my cabinets, as you can see there across the main room. Those are the steps leading up to the main part of the house. And you can see there is a little bit of a workbench over there from the prior owners. And as we continue to pan over this way, we can see that there is a bit of a alcove, which we just kind of threw some stuff in there, some old insulation, the freezers. And if we go this direction, you can actually see that a really cool feature of this house is it contains a root cellar. Now this root cellar is going to require a little bit of work, as you can tell. There's no reinforcing beams in the middle of those shelves, and the ceiling just has some foam board insulation in, but the walls are not covered with any kind of dry lock or you know, paint to keep the moisture out. So heading back over to this main area, the plan today is that we want to put some plastic up, and this is to keep dust from the main workshop area from going over into the other part of the basement. And the idea is that we're going to run the plastic sheeting this way up to this main beam, and then I want to come across roughly to this beam, and then we're going to come off of that beam directly across to the other side of this wood, that these studs that have been put into the wall there. And ideally what we would do is we're going to cut maybe some slivers in the plastic over here to act kind of like what you see at a grocery store or butcher, and where we can like walk in and out without the dust being able to transfer out of that area. One other location I just kind of want to give you, again, kind of a quick tour, and it's a bit of a mess and I apologize for that, but we also have this back area over here, and this is where the water softener is located for the house, and we've got some more shelving that was here by the prior owner.
1, 2, 3, 4. what you've been missing out on. I've been waiting around for you to call. You don't know what you've been missing out on. You know I'm not a ghost, just come around. If I'd listened to that fortune cookie wisdom, I'd have been a whole lot better off. But still I live with this constant light on to show you the way back home. Do you know what it feels like to fall in your arms? Do you know what it feels like to love you? And I can taste every teardrop you've given me this far. Don't forget who it is that you are. Just take a glass on who to, just take a glass on who to be friends with. 'Cause now I know you're with them. We are not just Sunday love. You say I walk the walk but don't talk it. But all in all you just left me out. Don't you know that I'm nothing without you? I'm just suffering for you now. Oh, do you know what it feels like to fall in your arms? Do you know what it feels like to love you? I can taste every teardrop you've given me this far.
So I decided that the tape on the floor was such a pain that I'm gonna do this a little bit easier this time. And I heard about this like YouTube magic where if you just clap your hands together, it just gets done for you. So I'm gonna try that. This is my first time. All right, ready? It does work. Well, there you have it. Our temporary dust shield is up. This is gonna help us keep dust out of the main part of the house from the workshop. It's temporary. The plan is that we will be putting some walls in. We'll probably have some double doors here so that we can get lumber in and out. But this will work for now. It was quick. It only took us a couple hours. Full transparency, we messed up on the measurements a little bit. We didn't give ourselves enough slack on the end, so as we were putting the plastic up, it wasn't stretching out as far as we thought, so there were some gaps. So off camera, we cut some new lengths that we put up, and it actually fits.
It's okay though, because we still have plenty of uses for all of the plastic that we have left over.
Yeah, and the plan is too, and that's a great point, we're going to reuse all of this plastic, so none of this will go to waste. So the plan is we'll do it for greenhouse projects, we'll probably use it for raised gardens, for weed barrier, things of that nature. Some lessons learned too, we didn't account for the fact that even though we were trying to avoid the electrical on the top of the beams on the other side here, we didn't account for the fact that the joists were sitting above the beam. So there's actually a gap that's running over top towards the duct work that's sitting here. We'll just have to keep an eye on it over time. So that's really it. Hopefully this was of use to you all. Again, we're kind of winging it. We're just kind of doing what we think makes sense here on the homestead. If you haven't yet, please click subscribe, click like if you liked the video, if you enjoyed the content, and
If you have any suggestions for us, please leave us comments.
Yeah, definitely leave us comments. And we will see you soon. Thanks. Bye.